Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're here today to celebrate our friend, your friend and my friend, and to do that, I want to acknowledge, and I'm going to introduce him in a minute, but I want to acknowledge that the reason we're able to gather here like this today, the reason we're able to celebrate again at this moment, is because our comptroller, Peter Francho, acknowledges and sees the impact of somebody like Bull on our entire community. So, Mr. Francho, thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for all being here today. Master Police Officer Aaron Hudson touched many, if not all, of the hearts and minds here down in downtown Salisbury, and he did it as a member in a profession which is known for being one of the most visible forms of government. He served his community as a municipal police officer for 26 years, and he did so with a guardian spirit and a warrior's heart. He did what only well-seasoned, veteran, and committed police professionals do best. He understood very well what the mission was here in the downtown area, and he accepted it, he internalized it, he made it his own for the greater good of our city. American policing is currently in one of the largest and most critical evolutionary moments since its beginnings in our country. It's become extremely local and very complex. Not only did Officer Hudson accept the everyday risks well known to our profession, but he also embraced the risks that are associated with evolution and industry change. And he did so with courage, forward thinking, and his own brand of very infectious humor. Aaron's suicide was in fact beyond tragic. However, that very personal and private act does not define the greater body of his work and his contributions to our downtown. Officer Hudson was genuinely present here in our community. He was a trusted resource and an ambassador for policing in our city, and he was all of these things without respect to any person's status or station. He simply focused on solving that individual's problem in that individual's moment. He exemplified the very special role that police officers undertake when they are given time to embrace and engage. Mr. Comptroller, thank you for honoring Master Police Officer Aaron Hudson's memory with this award. It is a well-deserved tribute to a police officer who believed in everything positive the city of Salisbury has to offer. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Bull's parents don't want to say a whole lot this evening, so I'm going to kind of speak on their behalf. But I know they're extremely humbled and excited to receive this award on his behalf, and for all the outpouring of love and support that they've had since this occurred. I now see his son Chase is here as well. I was looking for you earlier, so I know Chase is also very grateful for all the love and support. I think today is a day of gratitude. We're grateful for Bull's life and for the love and the joy that he brought to each and every one of us. And I've learned in the months since his passing how grateful I am for each and every one of you and my friends and his friends. And I've learned how the relationships can strengthen when something like this happens. And I'm grateful for the time that I've had with his family and to be closer to Bleedus and Bonnie and Taylor. So anyway, yeah, I think this has taught us all maybe to be a little more grateful for one another and to live with a kind heart and good spirit towards one another. So thank you. One of the things that Bull loved most obviously was downtown. He loved, I think, Third Friday very much, and he also loved to receive awards. So he's very happy right now, I can tell you that. So have fun this evening.
You know, I think we all know that in the last 179 days, a lot has changed in our community. It felt like on the night of November 19th, the morning of November 20th, winter arrived in Salisbury. It got darker, it got colder, it felt emptier, and it's never going to be the same. But on a beautiful day like this, it sure looks like spring's back. And it's not going to be sunny days every day. Birds aren't always going to be chirping. We're going to have hard days, we're going to have easy days. And gosh, I look at Paige and Chase, and you know, it's been nice to see you all out and about in our community. It's like seeing a little piece of a bull out there. It is, literally. But you know, the signs, the pictures, they're pitiful replacements for the man. And it felt good to see him out here on a Third Friday. And we'll never be able to replace, and we'll never forget what a smile or a hug from Bull felt like. Sometimes emasculating when a guy that size would, you know, get you in a headlock in the middle of the plaza with 1,000 people around, but that's okay, right? I miss that. I'd do anything for that again. So it was unforgettable. He was unforgettable. And he made us feel loved. That's because he did love us. He really did. And nobody loves like that. We've said it time and again. If we could all love a little bit more like Bull, man, what a great place we'd live in. So let's try. Let's try to love a little more like Bull. For those reasons, and because he's unforgettable, and because we'll have pieces of him in our heart and right in our community forever, that's why he deserves this award. He helped so many of us. Mr. Comptroller, thank you for recognizing that. We appreciate you. And Bull, thank you. We love you, man. Thank you. Thanks for changing the way we saw each other and the way we saw our community and the way we knew how to take care of each other. Then and now. So with that, I want to say one more time, thank you to my friend Peter Francho. Thank you to Bull's family. Thank you. We love you. I love you. Peter, Mr. Comptroller, will you come forward?
This is a very special ceremony. We've given out over the years a number of William Donald Schaefer Helping People awards. I think this is one of the most appropriate and one of the most compelling ones. I loved what the chief had to say. Loved Jake Day, the mayor, and his comments. It was so personal. I love to hear what Detective King had to say. My sister committed suicide, and excuse me, a long time ago. And she was a charismatic person also, different way, very accomplished, but you know, there were things pulling at her, and we never quite knew what the addiction and other things were, but it hurt her tremendously, obviously. And when she left behind her daughter. Yep, Lily Francho. And it's absolutely eerie, but she is when I see her, she looks just like my sister, even though she's over 30 now. And so Chase and Paige, I'm going to say a few words about your dad, and then I'd like you to maybe come up here and let me present the award to you, and you could share it with your grandmom and others in the family. But of all the William Donald Schaefer awards over the years that I've given out, this is one of the most deserving and one of the most, well, personally meaningful ones that I've given out. So for Bull, you know, he, from what I'm told, made a huge impression on everyone that he met. I asked the mayor, was it true that he had removed the mayor's sign in his mayor's office and put up a Bull Hudson sign? And no, he just said that it was Bull for mayor. And but here's someone that had, in my mind, or what I read about him, a genius for putting people at ease, making sure that they didn't take everything seriously. And his humor was, yes, a bit irreverent, but that's what we need these days because everybody is so uptight, as you know, and we're all kind of separate and polarized and scared to say things and don't want to upset people. So I wish Bull was here to grab me by the neck and give me a good noogie on the top of my head, tell me to loosen up a little bit. But for 27 years, Bull served the community he loved, the people he loved, doing the work he loved. He brought joy to anyone he passed while coasting around Salisbury on his bike. He brought love and comfort with every hug he generously doled out. And, well, he would have been delighted to be here and right at home tonight on the third Fridays, which obviously take on a new significance in his absence. He exemplified what it meant to truly serve the public, not just fulfilling a job title, but going above and beyond to nurture meaningful relationships with the community, to build trust and confidence, and connect truthfully with the people. In an era when people seem, as I said, to be very divided, I believe that Bull will always be in our memory a point of unity. Interestingly, just like Schaefer and people from that greatest generation who fought in World War II, that was their whole concept. Now, they tended to be a very humble group of people, except for Schaefer, but my mom and dad came from that generation. And Bull was a little more high energy. But I believe that energy will continue to live on through his beautiful family, his beloved friends, every Bull Hug recipient, and in the culture of love and respect that he inspired in the hearts of people that he met. Bull embodies the motives of generosity and joy that represent the foundation of the William Donald Schaefer Award. I'm humbled and privileged to be able to honor Bull Hudson's legacy with the William Donald Schaefer Helping People Award in recognition and sincere congratulations and appreciation for his invaluable contributions to the citizens of Wicomico County. Through his civic leadership and his advocacy, I want to thank again Chief Duncan for her comments, because I think they captured exactly what we're all talking about as to what we need here in our society at this point. So if I could get Chase and Paige to come up. Yes, I think a round of applause is appropriate. So this is presented on behalf of the grateful state of Maryland to Officer Aaron Bull Hudson's family, posthumously on the occasion of the late Aaron Bull Hudson receiving the William Donald Schaefer Helping People Award for Wicomico County, with special appreciation for his dedicated service to the citizens of Salisbury, for strengthening the relationship between law enforcement and the communities it serves, and for embodying the values of public service and civic leadership. We, the state of Maryland, extend our sincerest gratitude for his invaluable contributions to the city of Salisbury and for the lasting legacy he leaves behind. Presented this 17th day of May, 2019. Bonita, here you go. I'm going to bring this over for Bonita to say a word.
Just let y'all know, we all miss him so bad.
but yeah, we'll see him again someday.
Paige had a momentary lapse and is headed for Virginia Tech, but I'm determined to bring her back to the University of Maryland as soon as possible. Paige, come on up and say a word.
I know my dad is looking down right now, and he appreciates every one of us for coming out today and supporting him. And he'd want to see all of us come out and know that we'd still be here for him today.
I am just as appreciative as my dad would be on this day, because I know that all of you are here just to support him just as much as I am. And I'm so happy for the turnout, and I'm just so appreciative for all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
A couple years ago, Bull was doing a fundraiser for Special Olympics, which was his special charity. So he had these mugs made with his heart and his badge number. And so on behalf of the city of Salisbury, we'd like you to have this and drink your morning coffee out of it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I just want to thank everyone for coming out. Each of you are very special, and on behalf of the great state of Maryland, we appreciate everybody's civic and entrepreneurial and innovative approach to everything in Maryland. And I want to just conclude by thanking my good friend Jake Day again. I hang out with him a lot because someone said if you ever want to be governor, you ought to hang out with Jake Day. He's a good guy. So, Jake, thank you very much.
Literally, no one has ever said that. But thank you, Mr. Comptroller. So look, if I know one thing, and that is that while Bull would enjoy every second of this, he would want us to enjoy the rest of Third Friday. He'd want us to hang out with each other, enjoy the music, love each other, enjoy the community, walk around downtown, enjoy this weather. So please go do it just like you were doing it with him. And you're right, he would want you to take a shot of Fireball. Lauren, you are absolutely right. Go big or go home. That's right. Enjoy your night. We love you.
What's up, guys? It's the first Third Friday of the summer. It's a nice, beautiful day out here. Join us every month on Third Friday, and let's kick this event off right and do it all summer until this comes back next year.
Where'd you go? Seems like it's been forever. Where'd you go? I miss you so. Seems like it's been forever that you've been gone. Where'd you go? Like it's been forever. Where'd you go? Like it's been forever.